So what I did here is I got his Deliana into retaliation. We're on stage 10 here, and this is a good place to solo farm XP. He really needs accessories right now, and he really needs silver. And the best place for that is Spider. But he basically needs some more champions leveled up at the same time to give him more options for dungeons and stuff. See here, 37k. There you go. I'm leveling up some champions that I think that will be very useful for him. He's trying to get banners with speed on them. That is mostly it for now. But also try to get stuff with accuracy, obviously. If you can get an accuracy banner with speed, that's fantastic. I would even consider a uncommon 5-star accuracy banner with speed on it right now. But you have to see if you have a rare version of it. You don't have to take the uncommon one, of course. You can just use the rare one. But now at least he has a way to clear the spider with solo Deliana, and he's getting a ton of silver and 5-star accessories to start building up a little bit, because it almost feels like he skipped a few parts, you know? And I think a champion like Valkyrie does that for your account, but it's not necessarily a good thing because you forget to do the basic stuff, right? So if this is like an accuracy with speed, well, it's not, so we can get rid of it. That's easy. But see, now we're getting some silver back and we're farming food. So I think for now, this is the way to go for him. And in the meantime, we need him to farm glyphs and try to push some faction wars a little bit, I think, so that we can get at least some 2 and 3-star glyphs to make life a little bit easier when we're trying to reach the speeds for his clan boss speed tuning. The idea of this spider farming tactic mainly came from Coldbrew. I'll put a link in the description to Coldbrew's YouTube. When Deliana was in the test server, he was running retaliation. And I thought, man, that's genius. Eventually, it was like, okay, so Deliana can do this herself. I think it was also around this time that Nub came out with videos saying that you have a higher chance at stage 10 of getting 5-star gear than you are of getting 4-star gear. And it's a lot more. It's like 79% or 80% chance of getting a 5-star. Sure, you can get uncommon, but like this, if this would have been attacked, this would still be a pretty decent ring, probably better than the one he has right now. And now it's just 34k, which is also not too shabby. That's 40k for 12 energy right there. And you're still leveling up stuff. So it's pretty good place for silver. But yeah, so I've been looking at his team for clan boss, and right now he's been using Valkyrie, Sepulchre Sentinel, Taragi, because that's kind of like the core we suggested. Then he's using Gabrius, the rat, and Ninja. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to make Ninja work in that comp, so I'm just going to replace Ninja with Bulwark, and that's why I'm leveling Bulwark right now. Bulwark has an A1 with a weaken on it, and also has a burn. He also is defensive based, which means he'll be easier to keep alive. And when he's hit, he has a 30% chance to extend the debuff on the clan boss, which is pretty nice because we really want the leech on as long as possible. And, well, extra poisons lasting longer is never a bad thing either. So I think he's going to be a good addition to the team. That's pretty much where we're at right now. He's farmed some dragon. He's farmed, I think, 2 6-star speed boots, which is nice. That'll help us get our speeds on Sepulchre Sentinel because, well, like I said, right now we're not getting there with the gear we have yet. And we don't really have that much silver to work with either. So right now silver seems to be one of the biggest priorities. Silver and gear in general. So look, I just farmed these all in campaign in about, I'd say, an hour, maybe 2 hours. So are these optimal? No, not at all. They can be way better. But it's really hard to get these 3 pieces onto a champion in less than 2 hours, okay? That's why I did it in campaign, and as you can see, she can solo stage 10 anyway, so it's pretty darn good in my opinion. If you eventually want to make this better, faster, well, you can farm Ice Golem it is, and try to get better retaliation gear. We also sped her up because she was only, what, 110 or 111? 154 is still pretty slow, but it's good for what we need her for right now. I also raised her defense up to 3,000, which was only like 2,000 I think before this, or 2,200, and dropped a lot of the attack that we obviously don't need on her because she doesn't need attack. So her crit rate also went up to 55%. It was only about 30, I think. So she's critting more. She's in retaliation now, so she's actually doing the counterattacks, placing all the leeches, and just topping back up and doing all the War Master procs. That's what we did today for the account, and I think it's actually one of the better things to do. Maybe I should have started with this last week, but to be fair, I was very, very overwhelmed by what has to happen on this account. Even people DM me saying, "Whoa, Trax, you have a lot of work on that account." I was like, yeah, man, I know. I'm not completely sure where I'm supposed to start with this. This is also, by the way, the first account that I just grab off of someone's shoulders and try to fix it. So I'm not so accustomed to what are the things I'm going to have to look for first, okay? Especially because, well, he asked me to do Clan Boss, so I was kind of looking at that first, but I feel like a lot of other different things need to change first before we can get this Clan Boss running perfectly. So, like Sepulchre, for instance, we need her at 245 or 246 speed. I went through the gear. I did all kinds of setups there. The items aren't there yet to get these kind of speeds. They don't exist on the whole account. So that's what we need to work towards. I'm going to take a quick look at his faction wars here. To be fair, I thought he'd be a little lower everywhere, even with the amount of glyphs that he has. But maybe he doesn't get to do all his faction wars every day. I don't know. But they are important because it's really hard to get, like I said, it's really hard to get your speeds up to the right speed if you don't have multiple of everything. What are we going to do next time? Well, we're going to see if we actually have the banners and the speeds, and we're going to try again and see if we can get these champions up to the speed that we want. Hopefully Bulwark will be leveled up a little bit and fit him into the team as well. So we can start gearing him up, and then, yeah, maybe in a week, maybe 2 weeks, we can get this Clan Boss rolling and have our friend be doing Ultra Nightmare instead of 3 Keying Nightmare. I'm Trax Nomadics. I hope you have a nice week. See you later.